Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have a surprise from Integrated Engineering. It's one of their new parts, and I think I'm the first to do the install on this. So let's get out in the garage and check it out. But first, I do have Archer here. He wants to say hello. Yay! Here he is. Archer, you gonna say hi? Archer went and got groomed yesterday. Doesn't he look so handsome? All right, good boy. All right, so out here we have, ooh, look at this. The bumper's done. The bumper is done. Well, all right, almost done. Little caveat to that. Still waiting on the new grill from Carbon Lab. This one they sent me as a temporary fix because their other one is taking a little bit longer in production. But we've got the new gloss black. I went with the Quattro lettering this time. That's all mounted. As you can see, the bumper is fixed. The side markers are shaved. The front lip is reattached, and I even went ahead and reinstalled my little LED underglow because why the heck not? Let's bring back the 2000s. All right, so here's the box from Integrated. I already cut it open. Let's go ahead and see what's inside. That's weird. Shoes. What do we got here? Laces. Wow. Totally kidding. These aren't from Integrated, but I wanted to show you guys my new pickup. These are from a Clot Nike collab. You can see we've got your grandmother's tablecloth design on there. These are the fragments. Pretty cool. And that outer design, actually, you can cut away to reveal an inner cover. And on the other one, just to see what it would look like, I went ahead and did the blue laces. What do you guys think? What do you like better? Blue laces, black laces? I think either are pretty good. Alright, let's check out what's really in this box. Alright, so here's what is actually in this box. This is what they sent me. This is their brand new charge pipe kit for the B9. We've got some silicone hosing. We've got some aluminum. We've got a bunch of clamps, an adapter, some more silicone. This is going to be great. So as you probably know from a previous video, I have the CTS cold side kit on there. I'm going to go ahead and pull this off. This Integrated's kit includes a cold side and a hot side. So we're going to be doing both. As you can see, I've already started taking this thing apart. I pulled the turbo inlet pipe off, which honestly is like the worst thing to do. I hate it. I hate it so much. But that's off. Intake's out. As you can see, it usually goes here. Pull the engine cover off just to make some room. And I have the front end in service mode. Never done that before. Didn't really know it needed to be done. But as you can see, you actually have room down here now. So where typically, this is like way up here. The Germans hate to give you room to work on your cars. So that is cool. To do that, you basically open this up. You do have a screw or a bolt that would be here. You do want to remove the headlight bolt here on both sides. And then down here, we also went ahead, removed a headlight bolt here. And then on top, there are 2 bolts, and on the bottom, there are 2 bolts. See where those holes are? So that will actually hold this entire front end to the frame of the car. So you've got 4 bolts on each side. You want to leave one right there loose so that you have some wiggle room where you can move it back and forth. So right now it's resting on that bolt, on that washer that's in there. I also went ahead and rewrapped my front crash bar because it looked terrible. So I rewrapped that in just some matte black vinyl. So we're going to go ahead and get this front bumper back on today, and the car is going to be drivable after today. And I am so excited. It has been like 2.5 months, so I cannot wait for that. I do still have to get the front bumper PPF'd. That has not happened yet. It's supposed to go to the detail shop hopefully this week, and then we'll be done. I can drive the car whenever I want. All right, for now, I'm gonna go grab my Celsius real quick because I'm tired, and we're gonna get started on this. All right, we're back. I've got my Celsius. Today is a fantasy vibe kind of day. This is probably my favorite flavor. It tastes like a creamsicle. It's really, really good. I forgot to mention 4 more bolts that are up underneath here. You guys, you can't really see it, but they were these thick boys, and they attached the lower rad support to like the plastic engine cover. I don't know if these actually needed to be removed. Integrated instructions on the website are for an SQ5, it looks like, and I think there's some slight variation in what you need to remove, because I don't recall the headlight screw needing to be pulled out, and the one on the fender looked different from the one on their website. But I mean, if you just look around, start pulling on the rad support, you can kind of figure out what needs to be removed to get this going. Next, what we're going to do is go to the bottom of the intercooler and actually remove the charge pipes from each side. Then we're going to come up here, take this off, take this adapter off. Thankfully, I still had the stock one, so I can put that back on, because this one would not have worked. It's bigger. Now we're going to pull this side out, and then we're going to get going on the other side, which should be fun because it's down here and there's some Torx you have to remove, and this pipe seems like it's kind of in the way, so lots of fun on this side. Alright guys, just a quick check-in. We've got the CTS pipe out, the OEM throttle body adapter back on. CTS pipe's kind of a challenge to get out because there's not a lot of room down there. You just have to snake it out of that small hole, bend it a weird way, and it comes right out. Here we have the new integrated pipe for the throttle body side. You can see the map sensor is going to go there. I already went ahead and installed this silicone coupler. It's going to go there. Nice thing about Integrated's kit is they have these raised edges. So once the clamp is tight, silicone is on there. This is a very, very tight fit there. I already went ahead and snugged this one down, so that is good. But yeah, beautiful piece. Can't wait to get it all installed. All right, so I'm going to try to put this in from the top down. It looks like that's the way this is done. This pipe isn't as long as CTS's, doesn't have any weird angles or anything, so I should be able to just stick this down in here, like so. And, oh, I see what's happening. It's just getting called up down here. Here we go. So the pipe will come out down here. Install it up top. Much easier to get in than the CTS pipe. You can hear Archer over there. I have the garage door open to the house, and he's wanting to come out, but there's no room right now, unfortunately. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and get the map sensor reinstalled. I didn't want to install it prior to putting this in, just in case I knocked it on something or broke it. You know, I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna put that in now. We're gonna put on this clamp, and then we're gonna clamp to the throttle body. All right, so we're back after getting this installed. We got the map in there. We got the bolt integrated, includes that. We've got it attached to the throttle body. Everything very tight, very secure. And down here, right there, kind of where it's gonna come out, and then the silicone pipe is gonna go from there to the intercooler. All right, next, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up this side, and then we're gonna move on to the hard side with removing and snaking out this big old pipe that's down here, removing these T30s, I think they're T30s, I'll double check, and getting the new pipe installed. All right, check it out guys. Map sensor is plugged back in. Cold side is done. Everything is good to go. This silicone's not like pinched or kinked or anything. Everything fits good. It's tightened down with the clamps provided. All good. Moving on to the other side. I've already loosened this, so I need to just remove this side of the intercooler piping. And then up here, there is this plastic adapter down here that attaches to the turbo. That needs to come off because Integrated includes a new one, because this is actually part of the charge pipe that we're going to be removing. I'm going to figure out a plan of attack and where I can put these Torx at to get this out. It should be just as fun as getting the inlet pipe off, but we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at Integrated instructions again, see if there's any tips in there, and then I'll show you guys how to remove this. Oh, and I did want to let you guys know, if you haven't seen it, I'm officially an affiliate with Integrated Engineering. I have my own link and discount code. I'll put all that in the description, but basically, if you go to the website, you put in discount code WOBBLENUTS, same as the Instagram and YouTube channel name, you'll get a discount on all Integrated Engineering parts. This doesn't include stuff that's not theirs, so like if you're looking to go with a bigger turbo, I don't believe that you'll get a discount on that. but anything that is integrated engineering branding, anything from a tune to an intercooler to a hat or a t-shirt, whatever you want, you should be getting a discount on that. Let me know if you have any issues or questions about it, but it's just simple as that. I will drop the link though, so if you just want to click the link directly to go to my page, you can do that. But again, you'll use discount code WOBBLENUTS and save yourself some money. Man, all right, I don't know if y'all can tell, but I'm sweating out here. It is hot in the garage. I need AC. That's for the next house. Well, if you follow instructions, which I usually don't do, I just kind of go after stuff, but if you follow instructions, this will be very easy. If you don't, you're gonna have a bad time. Let me just show you what we got going on. This whole piece right here blocks that top bolt. As you can see, it's nice and loose now. There are like 7 T30s. There's 3 on this side attaching to the intake manifold. There's 3 down there attaching to the intake manifold. And there is one right here that is connected to the throttle body, to the head. Well, once they are loose, look how much movement you have. Tons of movement. Instructions tell you to do this, so I definitely recommend doing it. And now I can move this out of the way, get in here and get this T30. I already got the bottom one. Now we just have to get this top one, disconnect from the intercooler, and then pull the charge pipe out. So let's go ahead and do that. All right guys, just for ease of access, and it really wasn't that bad to take out, I just went ahead and pulled the whole front pipe assembly and throttle body. Hopefully by unplugging throttle body, it doesn't need to be repositioned. That would suck. Just thought of that right this second. But anyways, this is disconnected. And now, with a little bit of twisting and turning, the old charge pipe is out. Next, we are going to install the adapter to the lower side of the turbo. There's a new gasket, bolts, everything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and get that on there. Also, if you're gonna do it this way, if you're gonna disconnect this whole front section, make sure when you hook everything back up, you reconnect all these breather hoses in the right place. You reconnect your harnesses. Otherwise, your car is not gonna be very happy once you go to start it. All right, I'm gonna go grab this adapter and I'll show you guys that. All right, here is the adapter that Integrated provides. You can see they give you a gasket. They do give you the hardware. This can only go on one way as far as I can tell. Yeah, because it's a little bit longer at the bottom and has that flat edge there. So we're gonna go ahead and stick this on and bolt her up. All right, so we've got the adapter here bolted down. Next, I went ahead and per the instructions, I super glued this spacer to the back of this charge pipe. I'm gonna let this sit, go inside and grab a snack real quick. Next is gonna basically be hooking up this charge pipe over here. So we're gonna start here with the silicone, work down. There's gonna be another silicone pipe going around to the intercooler. Once I get this side connected and done, I think what I'm gonna try to do is fit this back on prior to putting the piping back in. I don't know if that'll work though. I think I can probably get it in there and leave it loose, and that way I can get a good tight fit on this, because if you've ever installed this, you know that lower bolt is terrible. All right, so I'm gonna let the super glue dry. I'm gonna head inside. I'll be back. Hey guys, I'm back from eating some lunch. Had me a nice provolone and a barbecue chicken lunch meat sandwich. Put some mustard on it. It was pretty good. Let me show you what we got going on. I went ahead and reassembled some of the stuff just so I could give you guys some tips on what to do here. So I was able to install the inlet pipe prior to securing the front charge pipe, the OEM one. That was a lot easier than trying to get in there with my little makeshift tool that I have. This side, don't remember if I showed you, it's all buttoned up. You can see, it goes all the way back. And then down in there is the other charge pipe. Can't really see it, the silicone one. That comes here over top of the pulley and it goes down to the hard charge pipe, which that spacer that I had to super glue earlier. All right, so down there is where the spacer is. Hard to see it, but it's right down there. And what that does, that spacer mimics the OEM charge pipe because there's a cutout on this front charge pipe that allows for that spacer. So that spacer goes there and it gets sandwiched in between the intake manifold and the charge pipe. And you just tighten up the 3 T30s. Tighten up the T30 that is right in there. And then the other T30s that are on the other intake manifold and charge pipe. Make sure you reconnect all of your hoses that you disconnected. Your sensor here, hoses here, the throttle body cable, this one here, there's one up top. Everything is reconnected to include the charge pipe on top, and then on the bottom is the small one you have to reconnect to. So that is all done. Now, I've got to take that silicone pipe sitting right here, put the clamps on, and feed it down into here, hook up to the intercooler and the charge pipe that's sticking right back there. All right guys, we've got the lower left side silicone pipe installed, clamps, everything is good to go down here. So that pretty much wraps up this install. I need to put the intake back on. When I pulled the intake off, I actually saw that the filter was disconnected. I guess that the clamp came loose at some point, so I'm gonna go ahead and have to fix that. I've got to get the core support put back out of service mode, put everything back together, all the bolts and everything. Engine cover, just make sure everything is connected, make sure there's nothing laying around, and then that should be it. Oh, and then bumper cover, of course. Now, I did not show you guys how to remove the bumper cover. There's plenty of videos that show you how to do that. Mine was already off, so this made it a little bit easier for me, but removing the bumper is not that hard. So that's just one step you're gonna have to do before really getting into this install. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything put back together. I think in this video, we're gonna drive the car together for the first time in almost 3 months. So give me a little bit of time. I'm gonna get everything back together, clean up myself because I'm dying out here. It's probably 100 degrees in the garage right now. And then we'll go for a drive. All right guys, after a little wardrobe change because it's hot, got the garage open and we've got the Audi put back together. Bumper back on, screws are all in. Everything is good to go. It is raining outside, but I kind of still want to drive it. I mean, it's pretty disgusting anyways. It still needs to go, have the front end PPF'd, and while it's there, they're going to do a full detail. We're going to move the EGOF, roll up my mosquito net, and go for a drive. All right guys, we are in the Audi, heading to the gas station. I have like 5 miles left on the tank. This thing has been just a little neglected. I do have a drive system malfunction. Please contact service warning. That could just be because when I had the bumper off and the sensors unplugged, I had to move the car. So that's all I can think of. Once I get to the gas station, turn off, turn back on, maybe it will self-clear now that I've driven. I guess we'll see what happens, but so far so good. The car's driving fine. Doesn't appear to have any weird issues. Nothing unplugged as far as I know, so we should be good. But I'm gonna get to the gas station and I'll check back in with you guys. All right guys, we are gassed up and I figured out what the code was. As you can see, no more code. I should have taken my own advice to double check that everything's plugged in because the plug for the forged diverter valve was not plugged in. I read the codes with my integrated power module and it said something about turbo diverter valve, something like that, and then I thought, I never plugged that in. So now we're good. It's plugged in. We're gonna go through a drive-through probably, get some food, and head back home. Check it out, guys. I'm about to pull back in the garage, and I spotted a sweet rainbow. Actually, that is a double rainbow. Look at that. Pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna pull in the garage. All right, so the first drive went good. I noticed at the gas station my hood is a little misaligned, like there's less gap on one side than there is on the other when you're looking straight on, so I gotta figure that out. I don't know if it's just adjustment of the bumper or when I put the core support back in. Not a big deal though, I should be able to get that sorted. I went ahead and I redid the trunk setup, so let me hop in the back and show you guys that before we close this out. Alright, so here's the new trunk setup. I mounted the tank, the manifold up top there, pretty clean. And then down here, are the compressors and all the wiring and everything else. Just wanted to show you guys that. I'm excited to have my trunk back. I can actually put luggage and whatnot back there. I don't know why the color's a little off. Maybe you guys can or can't see that, but I can definitely see it in person. Gotta figure that out. Alright guys, well that wraps up this video. I'm hungry, I'm beat, I'm gonna hang out with Archer. He's sitting here staring at me. And people are still setting off fireworks even though it's like July 8th. Yeah, July 8th. Gotta love Florida. But anyways, the install went smooth, I thought. It definitely will take you a full afternoon, especially if you have to remove the bumper and put it back on. Somewhat time consuming, but I mean, it's not awful. Make sure you have all the right tools, T30s, the correct extensions. You don't really need any like sockets or anything like that, but you definitely need some T30s. Different variations of that. Make sure you follow Integrated's instructions pretty thoroughly. I missed the 3 intake manifold T30s on each side. Once I figured out that I had to pull those, I was able to just pull out that front charge pipe assembly up out of the way, and that gave me a lot of room to work in there. If you have any questions about the install, feel free to leave a comment and I'll help where I can. The car feels really good, feels strong. I miss driving it, so I'm looking forward to that after I get the front end PPF'd again. Speaking of driving the car, I'm going to go to Low Show again, and this time I'm going to take the Audi. So if you are going to be in Pennsylvania for Low Show, I'm going to be in Integrated's booth. It'll be a fun little adventure. I think I'm going to go ahead and film the whole thing. I'm taking the auto train from Sanford, Florida to Lorton, Virginia, and then from there up to Maryland to see my dad, and then from Maryland to Pennsylvania for the show. I believe Bobby's going to be coming with me. You guys have seen Bobby on the channel before, so he should be along for the ride. Don't forget about the promo code if you're going to place an order for the charge pipes or for anything else integrated related. Wobble Nuts, just put in Wobble Nuts in the coupon code area and it will give you your discount. You can also click the link below and I will be sure to add that to the description. A future video, I'm still waiting on my grill from Carbon Labs to come in. That should be here, I hope, by the end of the month. So I'm going to do like a quick install video on that, even though that's not really my main focus for that video. I'm going to be doing something kind of cool for you guys during that video. So when it comes out, make sure you check it out. Before we close it out, I want to say a big thank you to Integrated. They've been partnered with me for a while now on the channel and on this build. I am very happy to finally have an affiliate code and to be helping out all you guys that support me. You can get a little bit of a discount and also help support Integrated, help support me, show them that I'm doing a good job. All right, let's say goodbye to Archer and I'm gonna go eat. All right, here's the boy. Oh, if you guys noticed, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but his nose, apparently he has lupus. Not that bad for dogs, not like it is in humans, but it does cause this little bit of skin issue. And we're still trying to figure out what to do to help get rid of it or help alleviate it. It doesn't seem to bother him too much. It's just, it bothers me more than anything because it's just not, it looks like it hurts him, but he seems all right. All right, bud, you want to say bye? High five. Good boy. All right, once again, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And until next time, you guys take care.